Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Nick Aldis could debut in WWE against a top SmackDown superstar as we head toward WrestleMania 41. This WWE in-ring debut could come against former WWE Champion Drew McIntyre. This past Friday on SmackDown, McIntyre defeated Jimmy Uso and LA Knight to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match. He joins John Cena and his bitter rival CM Punk, who have already sealed their spot. If the Scottish Warrior wins, he could face the world champion Jey Uso doesn't choose for WrestleMania 41. However, if he doesn't, we could see McIntyre go crazy again. He could return to complaining and blaming people for his failures. This could see him create chaos for all SmackDown superstars. Nick Aldis, being a no-nonsense general manager, could get in his way to try and stop him. As a result, McIntyre could attack the national treasure to write him off TV. This could start the feud between Nick Aldis and Drew McIntyre. As we go towards WrestleMania 41, the rivalry could get so bitter that it could force the SmackDown GM to come out of his in-ring retirement. This feud could lead to a match between both superstars at the Showcase of the Immortals. Nick Aldis is open to in-ring WWE return. Every WWE fan knows Nick Aldis as the general manager of SmackDown. However, few know that he was one of the biggest wrestlers on the independent circuit. He transitioned into an on-screen executive role due to a major bicep injury. However, in an interview with Chris Van Vliet, he claimed he would love to make an in-ring return. He also made it clear that it would happen if WWE wanted it and that he would not try and force it on the creative teams. If and when the time comes, it'll be what they want, and it will hopefully be the right time. I just told them that if he wanted to do that, I'm ready. A rivalry with Drew McIntyre could be a great way to return to the ring for the former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. For months, Nick Aldis has been the authoritative force behind WWE SmackDown, enforcing discipline and making tough calls. However, the tides may soon turn as speculation grows about the former NWA World Champion stepping back inside the ring for the first time in WWE. The catalyst? A shocking attack by a top SmackDown star that could force Aldis to lace up his boots and settle things the old-fashioned way, inside the squared circle. With WrestleMania 41 on the horizon, fans are buzzing about the possibility of Aldis making his WWE in-ring debut in a high-profile feud that could shake SmackDown's power structure. But who would be bold enough to provoke the SmackDown general manager into fighting? And how would WWE book this blockbuster showdown? Let's explore the potential angles leading to Nick Aldis' first WWE match. The inciting incident: a SmackDown star crosses the line. Nick Aldis has maintained his authority with a no-nonsense approach, but recent weeks have seen tensions brewing with one of WWE's most dominant stars, Solo Sikoa. The enforcer of a bloodline has been running roughshod over SmackDown, making decisions as if he runs the show in Roman Reigns' absence. Aldis has clashed with Sikoa multiple times, attempting to rein in his chaotic ways. However, on a recent episode of Friday Night SmackDown, things escalated. After Aldis made a ruling that barred the bloodline from ringside during a match between Solo Sikoa and LA Knight, Sikoa snapped. Enraged at Aldis' interference in bloodline business, he confronted the SmackDown GM backstage. What happened next sent shockwaves through WWE. As Aldis stood firm, refusing to be intimidated, Sikoa blindsided him with a brutal Samoan spike. The attack didn't stop there. Sikoa dragged Aldis into the ring and delivered a thunderous urinage through the announce table, leaving the GM unconscious as the show went off the air. Fallout: Nick Aldis on the shelf? The WWE Universe was left in disbelief as medical personnel tended to Aldis. SmackDown's general manager was later seen being loaded into an ambulance, selling the devastating attack. WWE's official website confirmed that Aldis had suffered potential internal injuries and would be out indefinitely. However, insider reports suggest Aldis isn't just selling the beatdown, he's preparing for an in-ring return. WWE sources claim that Aldis has been pushing for a match, and with Solo Sikoa's brutal assault, the groundwork for his comeback story has been laid. With WrestleMania 41 set for Las Vegas, this could be the perfect moment for Aldis to step into a WWE ring for the first time and exact revenge on the Bloodline's enforcer. Nick Aldis vs. Solo Sikoa, a WrestleMania 41 showdown? A potential Aldis vs. Sikoa match at WrestleMania 41 would be a spectacle. Aldis, a decorated veteran with World Championship credentials, would bring his technical mastery and old-school wrestling prowess. On the other hand, Solo Sikoa has emerged as one of WWE's most dangerous stars, a ruthless powerhouse who embodies the Samoan legacy of destruction. The feud writes itself. Aldis returned as a fighter. After weeks of recovery, Aldis could make a dramatic return to SmackDown, but not as an authority figure, this time, as a competitor. He could declare that he's coming for Sikoa, not as a GM enforcing rules, but as a man who wants revenge. Sikoa's dominance. The Bloodline could dismiss Aldis as an executive who doesn't belong in the ring, but Aldis could prove otherwise, showcasing his physical conditioning and elite wrestling pedigree. High stakes. WWE could add a stipulation to make this match even more compelling. If Aldis wins, he reinstates his authority and punishes Sikoa. If Sikoa wins, Aldis is gone from SmackDown permanently. Aldis' in-ring debut at WrestleMania 41 wouldn't just be a personal grudge match, it would be a battle for control of SmackDown. Possible booking. How WWE can build this feud. To maximize the impact of Aldis vs Sikoa, WWE must execute a slow-burn storyline that raises the stakes week by week. Here's how it could unfold. January to February, the aftermath. Aldis remains off TV following Sikoa's brutal assault, with WWE airing injury updates and emphasizing the severity of his condition. Meanwhile, the Bloodline continues its reign of terror, with Paul Heyman declaring that there is no leadership strong enough to control Solo Sikoa. SmackDown sees chaos unfold, with other superstars questioning who's in charge without Aldis around. This unrest builds anticipation for his eventual return. March, the shocking return. Just as Solo Sikoa is about to attack another official, Aldis makes his return, storming the ring to a massive ovation. He cuts a passionate promo, revealing that he's not coming back as GM, he's coming back as a competitor. He challenges Sikoa to a match at WrestleMania 41. Sikoa laughs it off at first, dismissing Aldis as a desk guy. However, a backstage segment with Paul Heyman suggests Heyman is worried, because he knows Aldis' reputation as a world-class wrestler. April, the road to WrestleMania 41. WWE builds intrigue by showcasing Aldis' training, reminding the audience that he is no stranger to the ring. Sikoa continues to attack stars on SmackDown, but Aldis begins striking back, evening the odds. The contract signing segment takes place, and tensions explode into a brawl, setting the stage for the ultimate showdown at WrestleMania. Match predictions. Can Aldis conquer the Bloodline? At WrestleMania 41, the bout between Aldis and Sikoa could be a hard-hitting war. With Aldis' technical skill and Sikoa's raw power, the match would feature a clash of styles, keeping the audience on edge. Aldis would likely start strong, using his experience to outmaneuver Sikoa. However, the Bloodline could interfere, making it a brutal fight rather than a fair contest. But just when it seems like Aldis is outnumbered, he could receive unexpected backup, perhaps from an old rival of the Bloodline, like AJ Styles or Kevin Owens, leading to a fair fight. A win for Aldis would be monumental, proving he belongs in WWE's ring and setting up potential future storylines. However, a win for Sikoa would cement him as a top-tier solo star heading into Roman Reigns' eventual return. Either way, the match could become one of the most memorable moments of WrestleMania 41. Final thoughts, the bigger picture. Nick Aldis stepping into the WWE ring for the first time at WrestleMania 41 would be historic. His feud with Solo Sikoa could not only elevate both men but also add a fresh dynamic to the SmackDown power struggle. With Aldis' legacy as a world-class wrestler and Sikoa's emergence as one of WWE's most feared stars, this storyline could lead to one of the most talked-about matches of the year. Fans have long wanted to see Aldis wrestle in WWE, and if this feud materializes, it could be the perfect storm of drama, intensity, and top-tier wrestling. Will Aldis return as a competitor and put Solo Sikoa in his place? Or will the Bloodline crush yet another challenge to their dominance? The road to WrestleMania 41 just got a lot more interesting.